Oh, what the? It's in picking up. There we go. That's really weird. Why is only one side working? Well, I do hope y'all are having an absolutely blessed and beautiful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another No Lander Gaming live stream, y'all. God bless y'all. I love y'all. We're gonna get down on some more Project Motor Racing today. Um, Lots of bad reviews from people coming out, and here's my thoughts on it, guys. What sim racing game that has come out in recent years that worked straight from the get-go? Um, my understanding, there's only one people can think of, and it was Project Motor. No, not Project Motor Racing. Project Cars. The first one, I guess. I don't know. I never played it, but that's what I've heard. Anyways, my point is this. 3 years later, we still have problems with Gran Turismo 7, right? And everybody loves Gran Turismo, and everybody still plays Gran Turismo. Everybody still played it when it came out, and it had all of its issues, right? So just give it a little time, guys. They will get this game in order, and when they do, it is going to be a great sim. I have the feeling it's going to be great. I already absolutely love the physics of the game. So, what I want to do today, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I just want to explore some more stuff. I do not want to do LMDH cars, as they are Nürburgring Nordschleife 10 laps, 40 laps of Bathurst. I don't know that I want to do 40 laps either. I don't know that I want to do 10 laps. I do apologize, y'all. I was going to go live earlier, but legit fell asleep. I was just tired still, so I went back to bed and I slept half the day away. But apparently I needed it. Um, yeah, I don't know about doing any of these either. I think what I'm going to do is just go back to the Miatas and do some of those. Let's see here. No LMDH. I haven't tried the LMDH, but I hear that those are like the fastest cars, right? And I hear that they're pretty much broken right now, so I don't want to try that right now, obviously. 36 laps of Spa. That's quite a lot, considering like I just woke up. Ah, GT3. Those are all so. That's just so much. 69 laps. It's just too much to start with. So let's back out of here. I just wanted to kind of look and see what was here, right? Millennium Nordschleife. What is that? 24-hour, 10 laps. Yeah, see, that's too much. It's too much for me right now. I'm not looking to. Ugh. Let's try it with the AI strength up to 100. Even though, I mean, I kind of wanted to just go back to the Miatas because I know that they are so far from being broken. Like, they work, man. The physics on the Miatas is fantastic. Now, I did do a little bit of racing in the GR4 Porsche. I think what I just jumped into was the GR3. I don't know. Well, for sure. But my driving shoes on there. My driving shoes, by the way, y'all. Water socks. They work great. Super lightweight, super breathable, nice rubbery, kind of a non-slip almost grip on them. And they work fantastic. And they cost me like $7, right? So I used to just wear my socks, but they're like slippery, right? Like I don't like my feet slippery on the pedals. Let's watch the old spectacles. Still having toothache. It's not good. Like, every one of the teeth that are left in my mouth hurt. Sometimes my teeth will clank together when I'm talking. Oh my goodness. I don't like it. Let's just say that. Alright. Let's see how we drive this. Let up off the gas and it goes in there.
You're clear.
Go in and check out some more tracks that I've not been to too, right? Well, looking around at all the whoa, taking my eyes off the track, looking at stuff. Wrong times. Man, okay, that's really bad. Oh, let's do that. Howdy, my friend. What's going on, y'all? We are live, by the way. We're streaming. Yes, that's what I'm playing as Project Motorsports right now. Yeah, well, see, I did go in and do the test. Oh my gosh, it's so loud in my ear right now. I need to turn the volume on this thing down. Um, there we go. Disqualified, minimum pace. Okay. Um, anyways, yeah, I did go in and do the test, and I passed the test, but I knew that I could do better, so I didn't accept it. So you can go in and do the test over and over and over and over again and just don't accept it. Once you accept it, that's the division you're locked into, right? Which I'd imagine eventually you can, if you do so well in that, right. Eventually, once you do so well in that division for so long, they'll boost you up to the next division. Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta untangle my cord here a bit. Okay, I am back. So, what are you playing? Or what? Copy. Yeah, yep. I seen your message. Yep. Um, you gotta send me the information on where I can watch that race at, bud. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Super cool. How you doing, Williams? Good, man. I'm glad to hear it, brother. Good stuff. Kicked out. Oh, disconnect, you mean? Copy. I was like, wait a minute, kicked out? Okay. I have like a full gig. Like, yeah, I have like the best internet I could get in my area. Like, um, it's it's nothing to do with people's internet right now. It has everything to do with the servers for Gran Turismo. They're still just having freaking problems with it. It's ridiculous. Like, It shouldn't do anything. Like, I've never had any issues with it before. Um, if we can find someone who has a good internet strength and the uh, oh yeah, and you're hardwired your PlayStation. Well, we can have you host if you want. If we want to try that. Uh huh. Right. Good stuff, my guy. Good stuff. I love it, man. Uh huh. Uh huh. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't know. I know that lately that the servers for Gran Turismo, like for say when we ran in the IRO League, right, which is the International Racing Organization. Um, it's the one that does 8, 12, and 24-hour long races. And that's how we were doing it. We would have the streamer just join the room with somebody else hosting, and we like lost racers in every single one of the races. We lost in yeah, in one of the races, the race that I was in, four people disconnected all at the same time, and that's something we've never had happen before. So there's definitely an issue going on inside of Gran Turismo itself. Yeah, right. Yep, yep. Yeah, I was racing just the other day, the last time I played it, and I was racing, and somebody come blowing by me, just like perfectly straight, and I'm like, "What the heck is that?" I thought it was like a retaliation dive bomb. Instantly was my first thought, right? And then I'm like, "No, no, no, no! Wait a minute. That was a disconnect. Somebody just went literally right by me, right?" Yep. And then yeah, and then like seconds later, like not 2 seconds later, um, the whole lobby crashed, and I'm just like, you know what? It's ridiculous. Everybody's complaining about this Project Motorsport game, which, granted, there are definitely bugs. There are definitely problems within the game. Every sim racing game, right? Right. But I mean, everybody still plays the crap out of Gran Turismo, and it's 3 years later. We're still dealing with the same crap that we dealt with day one. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna buy the year one pass for it. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you better," because I bought just the basic game because that's all they had the digital copy anywhere around me. Yeah. Oh, I'm not getting that one for Gran Turismo. No. No, not if I have to pay for it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. Right. Right. Well, we're starting for the back of the grid. Yeah, I'm looking at a glitch right now in this game. Like, yeah. Oh, like when you're in the cockpit, right? Um, you get a glitch of whatever color your helmet is. Comes up on screen whenever you're applying the throttle. When you lift your foot off the throttle, it goes away. It's only in the GR4 Porsche, and at first it was just on the screen, right? And then I adjusted the positioning of my myself in the cockpit, and it went away but then, like I said, as soon as you put your foot on the gas, it comes back. So I got like this little stripe of green in front of me. It's too funny, but yeah. I know, right? Yeah, so I got a little stripe of nothing but clear in front of me. I like it. Good idea. I live in Oregon, buddy. Clean on the other side of the country from y'all. Yep. But yeah, I just decided to jump on this, crank the old AI up to 100, and jumped in a car that I've been struggling with. Yep. Yeah. I, MX-5, yeah, the Mazda Miata. They are. Yes, they will. See that now. That's exactly why I haven't accepted my test results yet, because um, I guarantee you I can get a faster time. The problem is I can't get around the stinking AI. I get around them, and then they wreck me going into the next corner. But what I've figured out, though, so like if you go defensive into the corner, they may try to go around the outside of you, but they're not going to dive bomb you on the inside. You've already, if you leave an opening, they're going to take that opening. Yeah, yeah, they don't even care. Yeah, they legit. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, the career mode, it's going to be good. I'm just going to, Right. I'm gonna start a career right now. Yeah, nice. I did a one multiplayer race um, yesterday, uh, and qualified out of 10 people in P2 as well. But I had, oh, wait a minute. Uh-huh. Right. So you race at Sebring, Daytona, and what was the other track? Is it Atlanta? Mhm. Okay, because I figured, I mean, Atlanta's, it was the only track I could think of that was really close to Florida. Like, I mean, it's right next door. Yeah. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I drove truck through Atlanta, and that is some gnarly traffic. Yeah, it does. It's like LA and going through Chicago. You won't want to go and experience that more than once, that's for sure. Especially in a semi truck, man. I'm telling you what. Sheesh. But yeah, I'm gonna start up a career here just to see, I mean, why not? Yeah, yeah. Looks uh-huh. Right? Wow. That's pretty low. It's not that bad. I'd give it a 5. Really. Well, see, now I can understand, right? There is a lot of problems with it. For myself, I am enjoying the crap out of racing the Miatas, dude. If you jump in the Miata on this game and you race it, you'll see the potential of the game because the Miatas, for me, once I got my wheel dialed in, it feels to me like what I could imagine actually being in a Miata on a racetrack would feel like. Like it feels legit like you are driving a real car. And the graphics are not bad. They're not bad at all. The graphics are plenty good. Like GT45 says it best. If you're on console, gaming on console, you either get good physics or you get great graphics. You're not going to have both. You cannot have both together. The consoles do not have the computing power to run both together. So you're either going to get really good physics or really good graphics. Which, perfect example, Gran Turismo 7. Physics are pretty good, really. Graphics are great. They can't have great graphics and have great physics. That's just not how consoles work. Just don't have the computing power to do it. So that being said, the graphic. Well, I'm streaming it right now. Pop onto the stream. You can get a first-hand look at the graphics. My graphics for the stream, I believe, are. I think I have them set at 1080. But also the physics for GT4 cars, not bad. A little rough. Again, I can imagine it being like actually being in a car. Like, this is a simulator. This is not a simcade. It's not going to be easy to drive these cars, right? If you're coming into a corner and you're dogging the brakes, trying to brake at the very last minute and just chuck it into the corner like you do on Gran Turismo 7, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. You have to be easily onto the brakes, easily back off to the brakes, easy on the throttle, easy rolling off the throttle, because everything that you do to the car is either going to settle the car or it's going to upset the car, which sounds to me exactly like racing. Loose. Right. It's going to get loose. Right. Yep. And so, as far as the physics of the game goes, yeah, because all the horsepower. Right. Right. I'd love to get you in on in a lobby or something together, or just do a chat with you like this while I'm on stream, and then that way you can give pointers and points of view from the perspective of a real life racer of what's going on with the physics and how close it is and what. Yep. That way I can. Right. But we'll have to work on that, because I got to figure out how to start a lobby up and then spectate you while you're driving around the track, and then you can just kind of go through things for the people out there who are either literally just sim racers, or they're just starting in sim racing and they've been playing like simcade games like GT7, because there's things on GT7 that you could do that there's no way you could do that in a real car. Right. Right. And that's the difference between a simulator and an arcade, or the difference between a simcade, which is a mixture of the two. Like you say, Gran Turismo, like the speed that you're going around corners, pretty accurate. Your braking points, pretty accurate. Your turn-in points, pretty accurate. All that stuff is pretty accurate. But as far as the physics goes, it's not accurate to real life. No. Heck no, not unless you got your traction control turned all the way up, and the traction control just doesn't allow, and then it just doesn't go. Right? Right. Right. You might could. There's drivers out there that could do it and then drift the corner. Like there's a video out there. Yes and no. So, well, so yes, but again, So I watched a video with Tanner Faust. You know who Tanner Faust is, right? Okay. So Tanner Faust, real life driver. He's a rally driver. He's a drifter. He's a racer. He's a lot like Travis Pastrana. Like, yeah. Anyways, so he did a video, and I want to say this. It might have been on Top Gear, right? To where he did a track, and he did it just regular racing, regular driving, right? Trying to just take the track as fast as he possibly could, regular. And then he turned around and did the same thing, but was drifting the entire track. And it was super close. It was super close. The regular driving, did he? I thought it was he beat it actually driving. But okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are a minute few people out there in the world that are so good that they can be just as fast drifting as what they were actually racing. Because you can hit the apex of a corner sideways, and because you're already sideways, you're set up to just drift right out of that corner faster than what you could coming into it proper racing style, right? So it kind of makes sense to me. But at the same time, you would have to be incredibly, incredibly good to be able to pull that off. Like, not your average racer is just gonna. Yeah, you have to be both a racer and a drifter to be able to pull that off. You'd have to understand both sides of the physics of it. Right. Yeah, right? Yep. Right. No, I totally get that. Anytime it's so what you're talking about is basically the difference between so in drag racing per se. The guys that hook up and just launch are going to be the fastest. The guys that are spinning their wheels, they're going to be slower because they don't have the launch. They're not moving. They're just sitting there spinning the tire. Right. Yep. Spinning ain't winning. I mean, period. I've been talking to my dad. My dad just recently retired. And I have to get, obviously finances in order and all that kind of stuff and whatnot to be able to do it. But I've been talking to my dad, and I was like, Dad, I've been thinking about getting a race car for a long time. I just want to get a little Hornet car and go drive around the freaking dirt tracks here locally. I'm not looking to go spend a whole crap ton of different money and whatnot. And I'm like, and now that you're retired, you could be my mechanic, right? He's like, yeah, absolutely. He said, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. And every time I talk to him about it, he's like, son, that sounds like a lot of fun. That would be great. So. Yes. Right. Right. Yep. Right. Right. But it has to be the spec. Right. And you know what? I have thought about that literally. But what I'm talking about is even cheaper than that. Like to spec Miata racing, yes, it's the cheapest way to go for racing as far as like getting out there and experiencing real world tracks and stuff like that. By far and away, definitely the cheapest. I've looked into it. But the little Hornet cars, it's kind of the same thing. You can do a little bit of mods to them, just a little bit, and they, you have to, put in a roll cage, and you have to take out the fuel tank and put a fuel cell in it, and it's got to have a fire extinguisher, and you got to have a fire suit and all that kind of stuff, just the regular stuff for racing, required for racing. But it's dirt track racing, oval tracks. And I have one right here in my hometown. I can be racing every weekend. And there would go my streaming, because I would be racing during the racing season. I would be out there racing. Period. Yeah, it is. It's just one night. It's just one night a week. And I think it's Saturday nights. Yeah. Really? Copy. Right, because people wreck a lot more on dirt on an oval track than they do. Uh huh. Wow. Wow. Copy. Copy. Right. Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't want to be doing that, and I don't want my dad working on it every day of the week either. So I think you're right. I think, yep, Spec Miata. Right. Right. Unless you wreck, and then you got to fix what got broken. Right. Right. But yeah. Yeah, I really want to race, which is why I got into sim racing, because I've always wanted to race. My entire life, I've wanted to be a race car driver. And in my entire life, I've been good at it. Like, you put me in a real car, I'm way better than what I am on these games. You know what I mean? Like, way better, because I can feel everything and I understand what's going on. I've been watching my dad drive since I was like 4 years old, 5 years old. My dad was a drag racer, but he always raced on the streets too. He was a street racer. But yeah. Oh wow. But oh geez, that's insane. But yeah, my dad took me out. I bought my very first car at 14. I worked all summer long for it. It was a 73 Ford Pinto station wagon with the wood grain down the side. And oh man, had air shocks on it. It was jacked up in the back end, had mag wheels on it, dude. I mean, it's a freaking awesome little car, man. I mean, nice. But, yep, yep. But anyways, my dad took me out in that car first thing, and he took me out this road that I know well now. I didn't know it then, but he took me out this one road. It's called Strickland Canyon Road, and he drove the whole road one way, and I'm talking just squealing the tires around every corner, just barely, you know, just squealing the tires around the entire road. And he got to the end of the road, and he's like, "All right, now switch seats with me." He's like, "I want you to drive this road exactly like I just did, all the way back the other way." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'll bet you, if we'd have done a time trial, I'd have come really, really close to beating him. Like the very first time I ever did it. Like I drove that car like a madman. I was squalling the tires around every corner. I mean, just right on the very edge of losing grip. And yeah, yeah. And my dad was like, "That was impressive, son." And it was the very first time I'd ever done it. Like it was um I don't know. I had I mean my dad let me like steer the car and whatnot when I was, 5, 6 years old, just set me on his lap and let me you know what I mean? Yeah, pretty good. But other than that, earlier that day he took me out. First thing he did was park me on a freaking big old hill. And he told me what to do. He's like, now take off. And it was on a 4 speed, manual. And I freaking just burr like I'd been doing it forever just because I'd been intently watching him. So I've been interested in doing racing since I was way, way young. But I grew up really poor too. So I, racing was never, it's even still. Like, I'm a log truck driver and I can't really afford to do it. But the Spec Miata, I've been looking at them. I've been looking at them. I, oh, wow. That's crazy. Right? Oh, oh, wait. Oh, really? Oh, okay. There we go. I just bought me a Miata. I'm starting my career in it. I'm telling you what, man, the Miatas, what do you think about it? Have you gotten in the Miata yet? Yeah. Oh, you'd be up in the grandstand shaking hands with the fans. Oh, that's good stuff. Right. Well, right. Uh-huh. Yeah, once you get your steering wheel dialed in and whatnot, though, man, freaking dude, I enjoy driving the Miatas. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too. I really do. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna 5-minute break. Let's smoke a cigarette before I start this here dang old career. No? What, did you just get it while we're sitting here talking or something? Try it? Oh, really? It does. You've got to get the wheel set up. And all the cars. Yeah, and don't drive anything above a GR3. GR3 at max. Everything above that, all the faster cars everybody's talking about, they are just undrivable, basically. But GR3 and below, pretty decent. Again, the Spec Miatas, I think, personally, once you get your wheel dialed in, once you get the feel of what's going on, I think it seems to me as though it feels precisely what it would feel like in real life. Like, uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Just like real life. Yeah, so go just a single player and oh, let's see. I could let's see. I'm gonna register for this real quick and then I'll put it back out. Oh my gosh, it costs $10,000 to that's gonna leave me with like entry. They're both $10,000. So should I do the MX5 Trophy North America or MS5 or the northern states basically or the southern states? I think I'm gonna go with southern states. Right. It's got Atlanta, Daytona. I don't know any of the other ones, but um, yeah. That's as far as I know, that's not in this game. So there's Daytona, Sebring, Lexington. Oh wow. No oh, there's you gotta race Sebring twice, once with the chicane and once without. Oh wait, no. School circuit and then the Johnson's Club circuit. Yep. This is the career I'm talking about. Okay. Here, I'm gonna copy. So go to single player and go to race weekend, Williams. And then when you do that, you get every time it doesn't load every time like what you were talking about, right? To where it takes like 2 seconds to switch to the next screen or something like that. It doesn't do that in this mode. Like this mode's perfect. You can you can yep. And then right here is where I would do most of my if you're racing in this right here, other than the fact that the AI is totally they're a bunch of arseholes. I mean, they will ram you right off track. But I haven't tried Canadian Tire Motorsport yet. But the track that I would get used to is Lime Rock Park because Lime Rock Park is the track where you have to take your test once they get the multiplayer fixed. And, right, and the thing about that test is once you pass the test, you don't have to accept that thing. You can keep practicing and it'll still let you play in the multiplayer because you passed. You don't have to accept it to actually pass. At least I think, because I never accepted it and I went and raced in a multiplayer lobby, although it was like just a private lobby thing. It wasn't like online racing, as far as I know. See, there's 32 grid slots on this. I want my 32 slots back. Right now, they only have 16. They knocked it back from 32 to 16 because they were having issues with 32, I guess. But as far as for running leagues and whatnot on this game, legitimately that was the biggest selling point for many of us, is that 32 cars on track at once. Could you imagine doing commentary on 32 cars? So much better than 15. Exactly. Because iRacing is so expensive. Not everybody can afford iRacing. You have to have a good computer. You have to have a good enough computer to run it, first of all. At least. I mean, I only paid freaking $900 for my PC, and I bet it can run it. But it's decent. I forget what it is, but I think it has either i9 or i7, GeForce, RTX. I forget all what it is. I legit only turned it on one time. I think it's only got 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's not 32, but it's basically a beefed up version of the laptop that I used to stream with. Like legit, it's the same brand and everything. Anyways, I'll be right back, gentlemen. Yeah, do some racing in there. Jump into that MX-5. I can tell you what I have my settings set to real quick if you want. All right, perfect, perfect. I'll let you know what I've got mine set at, and then you can just kind of tinker with it from there. I'll be right back, y'all. Apologies, I ain't done much in the way of racing. Ain't nobody here anyway, so if somebody was here, perhaps I'd be more worried about entertaining y'all. Since that kind of is my job as content creator. What the heck, man? What I done did with my lighter? I legitimately just had it. I'm kind of hungry too. I haven't eaten anything yet. There it is. Why I said it right there? That was stupid. I think there's a race on each one of them, but you get 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, and then it's a. Well, if you want to, what I was doing was just going into single player and oh yeah, dude, this stupid AI can't even get out of the pits. He just crashed into the pit wall. I'd have to call out to me what you're reading there on the screen. I'll tell you what I did in single player. Woo! Settings. There's another setting here that somebody else showed me that I was missing. If you go with like the 650,000 one, no, I'm saying if you go with the $650,000 one, I went with the 100,000. I'm starting at the very bottom, and I'm just a rolling billboard for my sponsorship. Must have to do this in the pits. Vehicle setup. Engine and drivetrain. Traction controls on 3. I don't think I want it on 3. I'm going to try 2. Controller here. Here we go. I don't know. I haven't even, I'm literally just now starting the uh like I can't even figure out how to I can't even figure out how to go to the next screen. Uh to switch my force feedback. But you can the force feedback on the car when you go into essentials. I might go to the next stinking thing. Aha! There we go. Steering stiffness, steering rack rate. Let's see. Aha! Strength on force feedback. I'm going to try a 1.32 instead of whatever it was. That'll probably give me a little bit more force feedback because I just went into the regular game. And did my okay, now drive. Let's see what that feels like. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I am liking that. Just a little bit more force feedback than what I had. I'm digging it. I turned my traction control down to 2 instead of being on 3 as well. So I got a little bit more control of the throttle. Oh, is this a clutch? What is going on, buddy? Indeed I am. Indeed I am. What's going on with you, my friend? I better get my phone out and get it set up so that I can check chat, I suppose. Nuh-uh. Oops. Delete it. Start over. Do what I did. Oh, okay. I I have no idea. Like I said, I just started it myself. Delete it. Start over. Do what I did. Oh, I have no idea. Like I said, I just started it myself. Hmm. Ooh, these guys are pulling out 212s. I better be on it. I turned the AI up to 100, so I don't know how well I'm going to do. Perhaps I should have started out in my first career with the AI at 90 like I had it. Oh, I'm digging this. The force feedback is absolutely perfect now. See what kind of lap I can lay down here. Basically zero practice. Oh, dude, I can feel right where the grip is at, like you're talking about now. This is nice. Oh, 211, 3? Oh my goodness. That's pretty quick in a Miata around Daytona. My lap time right now. 155 coming around the final corner. Think I'm going to beat a 211. 206, 207. It does sound really good. Now, I'm 214. That's no bueno. Oops, I did not mean to shift down to first. That was stupid. I just lost me all my time I gained up. Yeah, I could have been into the 213s at least. Oh, I will be into the 213s. I could have been into the 212s. Okay. How we doing, Bar? How you doing, my guy? Just started up a career, man. Oh, it's not essentials. It's engine and drivetrain is where you're, you know. Tires and chassis. That's where you can set up your extra force feedback. And my force feedback right now is, I'm liking it. It's really good. Steering rack rate. I don't understand exactly what that means. All right. Practice is over. Time to qualify. Why are there only 8 cars on track? It's supposed to be 32 dang old cars. Oh, oh, come on. That weren't especially good. Litter all over the field. Or all over the track. Well, I've got the AI turned up to 100 on a qualifying lap, and I'm able to keep this guy behind me. Hit pause. Start. Huh. Ah, I missed my shift. I just drifted the snot out of the bus stop. Yeah. Looks like I'm just potentially barely going to be able to break into the 212s. They're running low 211s. Still ain't quite got it down right. Nope. Not even going to be able to do that. I just messed up the chicane. That's all right. I'm always better during the race than I am on qualifying, anyhow. Oh my gosh. 210.895. Man, maybe I shouldn't have turned my AI up so high. That's all right. If you want to get faster, race against faster people, right? I should have shifted up way before that. Oh no. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Shoot. crud. So okay. Thought I saved that. Apparently not. There we go. All right. Be right back. Go take a leak. Be right back. Check. Oh, what's going on, man? I'm freaking wasting time. Dang it. I didn't pause it. It goes my practice time. I'll be right back, y'all. 3 or 4 tests that you got to do. But yeah. Fucking see if I can beat this shit. My teeth. Alright, y'all. Apologies. We had to make a bite to eat. Oh. I got to just gum it to death. Okay. Now that I missed out on 5 minutes of my practice session, breaking on a straight line, straight stretch. Copy. What track are we talking about? Oh, copy. Oh, hmm.
Anything fixed, hardly, and audio at all, but
Really? No updates, but I'm just enjoying racing the Miata around. I just started up a career mode. It's because I have on my headset. Oh my god. There we go. Well, that's slow. That was slow indeed.
You've got 5 minutes left.
Oops. Yeah, no new updates on it yet, so I'm just racing what's not messed up. I dialed in my my force feedback even better too, so now it's even better than what it was, dude. It's pretty good. I found a whole nother setting that I'll have to show you. Yeah. Oh, yeah? AI kind of crap is that?
pushing me around on quality.
You've got 1 minute left.
Yeah, it should have fixed the audio right there, buddy.
Qualifying's over. Might have to take a look at your setup for the race because the other guys obviously found more speed. Focus on the lights.
Dang it, now my wheels were messed up. It affects the handling coming into turn one, I'll tell you that. One little tiny distraction. That was my alarm that I had set up for yesterday to talk to you. Golly. That distraction cost me it all. Going to smoke. Seriously?
I'm gonna call it, y'all, for this session. I'm just not into racing tonight. I'm gonna go play some Battlefield, and we're gonna do it off stream so that I can use my headset, because unfortunately I can't figure out how to make my headset work with game audio. So anyways, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a blessed and beautiful night and or day, whichever it may be when you watch.